We're teaching kids how to complete this life that they're born into, the way it's established for their parents, the way it's established for their neighborhood. Get in your car, drive to work all day, come home, eat what you can, throw the rest of the garbage, go back to work in the morning. And this is nonsense.
I have this little policy in my classroom about honesty and ass kicking, which is if you ask for it, then I have to let you have it. I make kids work harder than they ever thought they could. I can make a C+ feel like a Congressional Medal of Honor, and I can make an A- feel like a slap in the face. How dare you waste my time with anything less than your very best? Teachers make a goddamn difference. Now what about you?
You have to be one of those outside-the-box thinkers, because school's essentially set up for scale, right? It's set up for, you got 500 kids. You got to turn them into not losers. Yeah. How do I get 500 kids to not be a loser? Well, just standard path,
What's up? What's up? This is Trey with another way going live. Just thinking that would work as well. It's kind of more of like a test than a full-on thought-out here podcast, but bring them both. So, what's up, guys? Episode 4 of the Education Happenings podcast. I'm Dave Madden, and like I said, this is kind of a test more than just a really well thought out podcast. So, if you have gone back, checked out the last few episodes initially, one, I'm just kind of introducing where I came from on the internet. And then also I did one, it was just after a school shooting and just, talking about that topic. And then the third one, I'd have to remind myself what that topic related to. Pulling it up here, seeing if I remember. And look, there I am. Parent-teacher conferences and, and laying out some ideas with that. In each episode, I don't know if each time I brought it up, but bringing up the idea, in the last episode, I tried live streaming on Instagram. I don't have social media for myself of Dave Madden. I didn't have a Facebook page at the time, and nor could I make a Facebook page at the time, which I talked about. And so since then, somehow my dad, he cracked the system, he cracked the code. I don't know how the guy did it, but he did it. And gets through Facebook's wall, and boom, there I am again on Facebook. So this episode, I'm live streaming through Facebook, and I was trying to build like I would do in past podcasts, like some sort of a background and like an image to go with it. And so this time I'm just gonna download it right from Facebook and put it on YouTube like I did, put the audio on Podbean like I have been. This time I did bring a topic, I do want to get to it in a second. Just the idea of straight lines at school. So anyone tuning in who doesn't care, there you go. But I did want to, before I jump into the topic of the day in my test run here, is I also, in being alive back on Facebook, is when Facebook disappeared for me, the local scene just disappeared, in the sense that there's not a lot of Instagram action, and I lost my Instagram anyways. Not much at all Twitter, so following it regionally, in the sport regionally, it was just impossible, basically. So it's been interesting since having my page and all these people connecting. So some people were like, who are you? I didn't recognize them as fighters, but everyone, just seeing, not everyone obviously, but just a lot of people, it's interesting, just the numbers, and it's cool. But reaching out, hey, and or adding me or whatever. So I do know Facebook, just such a bigger platform, and I don't know how my dad cracked the code, man. I tried everything. I tried using I even went as far as I got a VPN. I thought that would like scramble something. Every time I made a page, I didn't even care if I made one under my name. I just wanted something to share, like I'm doing with this education happening stuff. Just a way to like have another avenue to share articles. And guys, I don't know how much you follow teaching stories, but they're crazy, man. They're crazy, and they're daily. I every day, you know what's interesting is every day there is, and it's sad. It's not like a thing to be excited about, but it's just we're numb to it, man. That every day there's some sort of like molestation, some sort of like sex scandal, some sort of like child whatever, and terrible stuff. Usually it's these one plus Sports Illustrated swimsuit model, something. I'd have to reread it for the details, but every day there's something. So I told my wife, I was like, I'm gonna put a like a weekly wrap up of the molesters. It's just crazy, but we're numb to it. Remember when it would happen and it'd be all over, and you weren't hearing about it. I think it's just the social media stuff. Things could be lies, but it seems like when the stories come out, it's like authorities say, and you hear a few more sides than just one. So I don't know, I'm not digging any deeper than reading a couple of the articles, but every day. So watch for that on the site. Big doings. But also just part of doing a test run here on the Facebook stream is one, engagement. Hey, you can hop in, you can add to whatever discussion, however you want, whatever. That's why it's always there as the live feature. And two, I was hoping if someone popped in or whatever, I could try and see, because it's been about a year since I've done the live thing on Facebook, and I assume there's a way to still like add someone in with me. And anyways, if anyone was happened to be live, and you know what, I'm never shared this over to my own personal newly made Dave Madden Facebook page, share it over. But that was another reason why I really wanted to try this, because I'm going to be having, I don't know if it does it. I gotta check out how it's Facebook. Yeah, there you go. I'm there. Facebook looks a little different after I've been gone for a little bit. So yeah, I was just curious if it works the same way, where I can just add someone in with me if you're live. So again, if I see someone hop in the stream, I saw a couple people pop in and out. If I see someone in there, I'm gonna throw that out at you of, I don't know who you are. Because what used to happen on Facebook was you'd be live. Again, I see someone in the live stream. I don't know if you're willing to, you don't even have to go live with me, but just see if I can like send you an invitation somehow. I just want to see if that's a possibility. Like on Instagram, if you're doing a live function, someone watching can request a live or request an invitation. So I know I used to be able to do that here on Facebook, but I don't see, like, for instance, the one person I see in the live stream, I normally would see like your profile in the screen somehow, somewhere, and I don't see that. So I don't know why that's the case. But anyways, I was going to throw that out of, could I try to send an invitation? Could we try to see? Because I'm going to be having on later this afternoon and in a couple hours, Maritza Sanchez, and she's making her pro MMA debut. And I wanted to see if we're going to work here and be able to bring someone else in. I'm going to just push this button to see. Oh, they give you now there's like little filters to be live with. So maybe if someone interacts with the video somehow, and you can see it's live. But yeah, it used to be, if I was live and someone was in the stream, I would see their Facebook profile pop up in my screen. Like I'd be able to see your little profile picture where I'm live at, and it used to be. Let me see this inbox thing. I don't know if someone's inboxing me. It says someone might be comments and more. Oh no. Anyways, that's what I was hoping to try out. Again, I did bring a topic to create a podcast and work through, but yeah, I just wanted to try out and see how that's gonna work later. Like for instance, I'm over at the Education Happenings Facebook page. And why did I pick that? I don't there's always something going on. Always some sort of story. See, like I don't even, oh, you know what? I wonder if I click, I'm going to hear myself. Sorry. We're testing here. So my thought was, normally when you click on the video itself and engage it into your screen, it see, like I can see one watching. I'm thinking that's me. So okay, there you go. I see Bubba. So Bubba, I don't know if you have a minute. You don't even have to go live with me, but Bubba Sorgman, Panda Cup promoter. I can't help but still do that kind of shit. But I was hoping to see about engaging live in terms of, I used to be able to send out an invitation, and it would then like connect our pages, and we could do like a FaceTime kind of talk. But I don't know if there's some way to it used to be someone watching, like for instance Bubba, I don't know if you're still there, you could send like some sort of like you want to join me live. That used to be the case. I don't know if you're watching from your phone. That kind of, I think, made a difference. I think you have to do this from your phone. But yeah, anyways, I'm going to be talking with Marita Sanchez later, and I just wanted to do it this way. And again, I like the live feature, and I like the live function. I like when people hop in and engage, and they have questions or say whatever. Bubba, I don't know if you're listening. So what's up, man? Yeah, I don't know if you can, again, like send some sort of way to request to go live with me, something like that. Is there a way for you to do that? It used to be on Facebook. You could do that, and you could send an invitation. You can do it on Instagram Live, and like send an invitation. Hey, I want to go live with you, and then I can request. I can request. Yeah. I want to send that. Bubba saying, glad to see you back live again. What's up, man? Yeah, so I'm going to be, we'll see how many fighters I take on or whatever. But I mean, I would spend hundreds of dollars weekend after weekend, traveling and equipment. I always was trying to like find better things. I spend tons of money doing the gig, and I can't follow it as closely as I was for sure, and especially not attending them, live. The local stuff, but I thought it's fun to sponsor some of the fighters and get my site out, and if you guys want to read wacky ass stories in the news about teachers and schools and shit, that's what it's for. But yeah, man, see if I don't know, Bubba, again, you don't have to join me, but I was just seeing if you could like I see hitting the like there, my man. If there's a way to like again request to be live with me or something like that, man. That's how I would do it. I remember doing that sometimes. and it would work, at least in terms of seeing the invitations, but sometimes there were connection issues. But we don't even have to go live. I just seen if you can even send those anymore. Do you even see anything like that at all? That would be helpful for later with Maritza. Yeah, if I don't, man, I just want to do it live. If I don't get, Bubba saying no option to do that. Man, I wonder. Again, we're doing testing here. This is what this podcast says. I'm going to hit on your profile just to, yeah, it just says like or reply to. Man, it says, let's see, more ways to go live, and then you can just like add these masks and stuff. That's stupid. Well, damn, man, you're on your phone, I'm assuming, Bubba? I don't know if you're still there. I hope you're doing well. Thanks for hopping in, Bubba, and even taking a look at it. I hope you're doing well. I still have my gloves right over here. My retirement gloves. I love those things. Yeah, that's a bummer. I just thought, because this was always just such a great way to, do a podcast and talk about whatever, whether it's my own selfish topic like today's, or hopping in with a fighter and talking about their upcoming fight. I guess Combate has something on. Well, they have something this Saturday. I was going to talk to Maritza about that and see if what kind of fan she is here. With Tito Ortiz taking on Alberto Del Rio. I feel like as hardcore as ever, but I definitely feel like without the, running around and chasing all these cages around all over the place, it dropped me down to more casual status. I think a hardcore fan can talk about the local talent and knows what's going on and what's coming up. And, I got a better understanding of the game, but yeah, I don't care to do that stuff anymore. But I did think it was fun to, like I said, sponsor a fighter and have Maritza put the Education Happenings logo on her shorts or banner or whatever she wants to makes it easier, whatever she wants to put it on. And it was, see if I can, sponsor as many as I can. And it's been interesting, just the Facebook page having it back up and people connecting again from that bubble. So when I'm inviting them over to like this, I do a few like memes here and there. I'm not killing myself with the social media stuff. I like doing the podcasting. I think that's a lot of fun. Again, the love of MMA, still there. I could still have MMA talks with people and friends I have from the MMA community, or talking about the fights, or I love doing podcasts. It's fun. So that's what I'm doing with this stuff. Coming with either a topic of my own, or like I said, maybe an MMA interview, or some sort of talk about whatever with an upcoming card or whatever. But yeah, man, I see a few people in there. I don't know if you guys, again, if you're as amazing as Bubba and jump into the comments, that's always fun. But I'm really wanting to test out and see about having someone like add in with me and see how that feature still worked. Bubba said he didn't have any luck there with seeing some sort of a way to request an invitation or request a way to join live. So if I'm gonna see if other people jump in, I'm gonna do that each time and see if I can grab someone. Because I just wanted to do it live with Maritza and chat with her about her fight at Combate. I don't know. Oh, I see someone else in the stream. Again, test podcast for the most part here. But I just wanted to see if I can add someone in with me and see. You don't even have to join me at all, but we can cancel the invitation just to see if we can get a request in. Kind of like on Instagram, if you're live and someone sends a request, hey, can I join you? Facebook used to allow this, but I don't know. Maybe life has changed since my old Facebook days. Definitely things look different on the end I'm on. It's looking at certain things and being granted functionality again. I don't know how my dad figured that shit out, man. I tried everything to get a new Facebook page. They just shut me down at every corner. So again, if we could just try and see about hopping in together and adding in together. Man, I just want to try to see if that works. Maybe Maritza was watching and she just wants to do a test running. But I'm hoping to talk with her if this fails, and I hope it doesn't. If it does, I'll just have to pre-record it and put it out on the Education Happenings Facebook, or I'll post it on the site, but it would just have a link inside it to the YouTube channel, and I put it on audio with the Podbean account. Yeah, man, I tried to do like I did with the NorCal podcast, have an intro, and I had so much fun making all this kind of stuff. I loved the world of wannabe journalism, and again, these stories all the time that pop up. I mean, you just scroll through the last few that I put up. Just interesting stats, the amount of vaping. Seeing that even in the elementary level, dude. I mean, who knows if they even know if they're really doing it? Who knows? But that shit's crazy. Just how many kids are getting sick from it, and how many are being caught with them. One district had like a 1,000% increase. One story had a teacher kick a kid. And some of these stories, again, they can get fuzzy. Parents, who knows what they say, and you only have what I'm reading in the news. But when it starts to, officials say arrests have been made, the police after an investigation have said, it just feels like, okay, we got a little more of an actual story rather than a one-sided mopping up of a person. So this guy, he kicks the kid in the chest, and obviously the kid's hurt and goes to the hospital. The teacher's arrested, and dude, just shit like this every day. So I find that stuff fascinating. I love, again, playing internet. I like, looking at memes, and I, without an Instagram account, it just was a lot harder. Again, I'm not making one for myself. You can go to education, edu, is that one underscore? Twitter and Instagram are underscore, edu underscore happenings. And then here on Facebook, they don't let you do underscores, I guess. So, just edu happenings, and, a couple memes. I don't know, get into MMA stuff. It's more of like, helping out the local scene and hyping them up, because it's fascinating though. Build up the Instagram stuff, build up the MMA Twitter stuff, because man, when my Facebook went down, it was gone. the whole scene disappeared. So I know I missed a couple guys getting fights. I know I saw Tyler Diamond picking up a win. It looked like it's some local show, and I didn't look into much at all, just kind of things I saw when digging through the social media stuff. I mean, still not in the UFC. I mean, it's just crazy, this scene, man, the local scene of MMA, and seeing the where it winds up in the UFC, and the difference, and the weird game. So again, today's topic, I was go straight lines at school. This is, again, more of like a test podcast. When I do see another person jump into the live stream, I'm going to do what I've been doing the whole time here, trying to grab them and see if we can go online together. because it doesn't say that you can do that. It just says you're live. So, so frustrating, so frustrating. Oh, well, I don't know. Hello, one person in the stream. I don't know. I've been saying the whole time I'm going to jump on whoever I see, but I really want to just see if you can get a request in to me to go live with me. You don't have to go live with me. I just, like on Instagram, if you're live, someone could, request, hey, can I go live with you? And then you guys connect. That used to be a function on Facebook, but I don't know. One guy, my man Bubba Sorgman, he tried, but no avail. Usually if you click the actual video, it gives you a little more functionality. I mean, obviously I can't do that to myself here, but that was always kind of a function, is if you actually click the video, you got to be on your phone also. That's a piece. But yeah, man, it used to have a feature, and man, I hope they still have something like that. It makes it just nice and easy, and it's fun to have a live show going. And I guess, I can still figure it out, I guess. The problem is, they changed how to go live on YouTube, and I don't want to really go live on YouTube. Rather just go live here. But yeah, so again, one person in the live stream. I don't know, maybe it's still Bubba. I don't know. But if there is a way to send a request to go live, I don't know if you see anything like that. That's what I was really, really hoping to do, along with talking about straight lines at school. Again, not a really super thought out podcast of here's all these like really important topics I need to get to. In fact, I might do this podcast and think, what the fuck did I talk about? I need to go back and revisit it. So it's interesting to me. At the elementary level, how many teachers don't have a line order? This is the number one. You want this. It's not the idea of straight lines. It's the idea of a managed line. And so it's amazing to me how many don't have a line order. And that's number one. You want a straight line, and you want to be nitpicky about that. Okay, you can fight that fight. Are they on the line or not? But more of you just want it managed, and you want the line to have an order to it, and you want to be able to take control if needed. You need the kids ready to listen if needed. It's great practice to just have a straight, orderly line for fire drill practice, and so it's just universally helpful to not really freak out about the straightness per se, but the manageability of it, in a line order. Done. You fix it. The podcast could technically end there. The problem is, even in that instance, you make a line order, you still need to do several things. One, you got to practice. You need to, I personally, practice with a timer. Hey, this shouldn't take more than, I don't know what you start with, 45 seconds. 45 seconds. That felt like forever. Come on, how about 30 or so? And so, just anyways, it makes it kind of fun and competitive initially, and you do the practice. Hey, pause in the talk there. I just saw someone jump into the live stream, and my hope was test podcast in a sense. I just want to see if I can get someone to send a request to go live with me. You don't have to go live with me, but I'm doing another podcast later, about an hour and a half or so, and so I just want to see if that's a possibility. I know it used to be here on Facebook. So you, one person watching, you have a second, you can click the video somehow, and then see if there's a way to send a request. Like, hey, can I go live with you? You don't have to go live with me, but I just want to see if that's a possibility. So thank you if you take that moment to do that. And then again, just back to my topic, as I think maybe what I'll do is, as I'm just realizing it's probably not going to work here. I know when Bubba, for some reason, but when Bubba Swordman, who I don't know if you guys can see in the comments, was in there with me, I could see he popped in as watching, and then I could, you guys can see he had a couple comments and gave it a try for me, but no one else's profile's popping up. And then that's what used to happen is I would see your profile pop up, and then you could send a request from at that point, and then I could get you in there. But yeah, Bubba said that wasn't a possibility. So that's my hope, that if you guys don't necessarily want to finish up the podcast all the way, man, that's what I was just hoping to get people. If you did jump in the stream for a second, I was gonna beg you to try that for me, or see if that was a possibility. So I just, leaving off with the idea of, you just want things to be orderly, you want it to be manageable, and the line order fixes it, boom, right away. Now, to ensure that continues more than just the couple of playful times you're practicing getting in line order, is if it doesn't get done, I mean, you need to make sure you're re-practicing. In my experience, very rarely do you get to the level of you're practicing at the recess. I mean, a couple times, you address when it gets silly, and I get it. I get the silliness of, okay, how we have to do it again. Just the problem is, I just really want to make sure we're on the same page, and I know you guys can do it. Sometimes just the talking to, of like that. Sometimes again, the let's practice during a recess really fixes it. And man, in the past handful of years, I think one class during one maybe recess initially, and that's just the thing, is you make it important to do. You make it important, again, boys and girls, or if that's still safe to go with, I do, boys and girls. But if I can't get us to a place for whatever happens, and we're all over the place, I don't know where we're at. So it's just a function of proximity and safety in that sense. Not many kids are wandering off, but sometimes they do. They're kids. It's interesting. So it helps with that. And then the second part, when we're in the hallways, these other classes are working, and you try to make it clear, here's a place, just you make it clear, no talking, not quiet. You have to say no talking, because if it's quiet, well, I just quietly told, so-and-so behind me, you're an idiot. I mean, it was just really quiet though. We don't want them talking. We want silence. And so it sounds very, very militaristic, I guess. Tough shit. Man, you don't have to, like I said, make it a punitive, terrible thing. That's what's interesting. You hear then you practice during the recess? I mean, you come manage this shit. You come figure it out, because it's not easy. It's definitely something you have to make important, and that's a way if necessary. And it's crazy when there's a big problem with it, but sometimes that is the case. So you make it important. You also practice the wrong way. That's another way to ensure you get a straight line, as we all see very clearly what's the wrong way. Once they see both, and we laugh about, the wrong way, and ha ha ha, this is very fun and silly. It can't look like this. This will not work. And okay, show me the right way again. There you go. You got it. And again, it's a way of outside of the classroom. It's a free for all, man. I mean, try to control what's going on. You have a playground. Kids go out of the boundaries. Equipment goes over the fence. Shit happens where you can't even believe what's happening is happening in front of you. So again, having a line order, there's some sort of a signal or some sort of recess is just over. Let's get here. They know how to get there. They know how to get there quickly. Having that line order, we kind of transition from play to especially recess. You transition from the play to, okay, we're getting ready. We're going back. There's a difference, and again, I think that's important. I don't know if someone just said something. The screen just popped there. Oh, I see. Hey, Robert Holson, what's up, man? I don't know if you're actually still in the stream. This was always the case with Facebook. But what I was doing, along with one of my podcasts here, I was doing a lot of testing. I just really wanted to see, like before, when I had a Facebook page before, you could request to go live with me. And so if you're watching from a phone, I don't know if you can click the video or somehow try to send some sort of request. You don't even have to go live with me if you don't want to. But I just wanted to see, because I'm going to have Maritza on later. She's going to be fighting at Combate Americas. And yeah, man, I just wanted to see if we could do it this way. So along with my riveting discussion about straight lines at school, I just wanted to do a test here. I'm imagining, because you were always super supportive of the NorCal stuff and the podcasting, I'm sure you're trying. He's giving me a fist bump here. I just don't see like before. Oops, sorry. Before I could like click on your viewers. Yeah, like before I could click on like something and it would allow me to send an invite or request that you could join me, but damn, man, ugh, that sucks. I just always like doing them live. I always thought that was way more fun. Like I said, Bubba pops in, you pop in. Any of Maritza's followers, she has quite a few. I mean, they're obviously going to try to pop in. Man, I just don't like doing them pre-recorded. I can see you're still in the stream, man. I bet you're trying. I don't know. All right, well, the only other thing I thought of is moving it over to Instagram instead. Because I know that's still a feature and a thing you can do on Instagram. So, and I know you can pull the video off of Instagram. So I just didn't want to do it that way. I like Facebook way more, especially just with the podcasting stuff. So I appreciate you trying, my man. Damn, man. Yeah, I bet you are trying. There's nothing coming in, so well, again, this podcast was an attempt to, like you heard each time I saw anyone in this stream here, an attempt to test out the equipment here. Might have to go over to Instagram Live to chat with Maria. I just like it live, but and quite a few people are on Instagram actually, but again, Facebook's just such an easier connection. even when you're watching those Instagram lives, they're just harder to watch. They're just not as easy. So that's a bummer. And yeah, I just wanted, again, to have a topic with straight lines, and I just see so many teachers struggle. So many struggle with getting their kids in an orderly way to then just go. And it's just interesting to see, time wasted, time lost. Just get in line and go. But a lot of that, just they don't have maybe management to begin with. That could always be the case. Definitely having line orders and expectations of, here's how we do things. It's again not done out of a militaristic standpoint, and you better. But there is the expectation and the clarity made that this is important. We need to do it this way, and then giving the reasons why, not just because. Usually that does get the buy-in you need, and makes it really easy to do, like I said in the beginning. Why is it important to have orderly lines? And again, the line order, you give your class a line order, it's done. You did it. You just have to do those couple little things about practice. And I think I didn't bring up in enforcing positive, embracing positive. I'm really just focused on trying to do this live thing. So, but making sure you find the positives and continue praising them, and that helps. Again, practicing the wrong way, and then it should fix it. I mean, you shouldn't have to continue to revisit this throughout the year. Usually after breaks is a good time to just make sure we're good. Before the day's going and you're walking all over the place, but generally they should get it, and then and then that stuff makes it easier when they do talk in the hallway and you're in line order and you've built the rapport and the understanding. I mean, you just give a look, or you can the kids better as time goes on, and you can understand the situation better. And But the sooner you have control and you know how it should be look and feel, and the kids are respecting what you're putting out there as a parameter, you should be set. So I think it's an important aspect that gets overlooked. I don't know what some of the other teachers think. They'll just come to me like the sheep that they are, and flock to me. I don't know what they're thinking. They need to know we gotta go. We gotta go. We gotta transition. We gotta move. I know, with my class in particular, when recess is over, I mean, I'm counting down. You need to be here by a certain time. Come on, let's go. Again, there's not a huge punishment. It's but they understand, and you make them understand. Time's up. Come on. We're also in teaching the older kids, and it's not I think they have a better understanding that okay, recess is over. We got to move on. Yeah, and then again, guys, I was pretty scattered just throwing this together. Again, I just really wanted to test out and see how this shit was working. So something else I noticed, I don't know if Robert, you're still the one in the stream watching. Something I noticed was if I push on your profile icon, it says you're a viewer or something. Maybe someone else is watching now. But yeah, I really wanted to see if we could add someone in, or you could request to go live with me. Yeah, that used to be a function, and I guess they took it away for some reason. That is a bummer. Again, I just love the live feature. I don't know. I honestly, in having my Facebook back, I didn't go digging around to see how like other shows were still doing the live thing on Facebook. I know a couple people did, but they had a more like a live panel. I mean, they're all there, so yeah, I don't know how that's all still working. Robert's laughing at my failures here. Yeah, so I'm stoked though to rep the Northern California region in the sense of, like I said, I'm sponsoring Maritza, having her put she still loves the NorCal logo. Anyone who loves that thing, man, it's your guys's. You can have it. I love it too. But she still loves that one. But then also throwing the Education Happenings logo on her shorts or banner. I don't care which one. I'll take any. I thought that was cool, and I thought that's fun. Sponsor her in her pro debut. Having gotten to watch her a few times as an Ammy and watching her development, I'll definitely sponsor some other fighters and do that kind of thing. I know some of the sponsors from the NorCal stuff. Mitra Spec, I've been in contact with them already. They're interested in doing something. I'm more than happy to. I think before I got disabled, I brought up the idea of hosting podcasts with the Mitra Spec athletes. They sponsor all sorts of other athletes, but a lot of fighters and a lot of local fighters. A lot of fighters I really like in the local circuit. So, anyways, doing something with them again, I'm more than happy to. And then just again, man, having this Facebook page, it already is picked up in terms of just visiting my site, educationhappenings.com. Excuse me. Visiting the site, it's picked up a little bit already, and again, I love MMA. I haven't stopped watching. I watch all the shows, as many as I can in terms of Bellator and UFC and, excuse me again, I'm sorry. If LFA's going, I don't know, whatever I can find, I'll definitely pop in and watch. I mean, I'll watch Snail's Race. I mean, I just fight it out. I love this shit. So, but the regional scene and watching all the Dragon Houses, and I'm good. But it's great to see whether. Oh, hey, I don't know who's watching, guys. All three of you, I don't know, but if there's a way to send an invitation to go live with me, you don't have to. I'm just curious if I can get that invitation somehow. Because I'm going to be doing a podcast later. This is kind of a test podcast, along with I pretty much ran through my off the cuff idea, but anyways, that was my hope of doing this live. I might have to let Maritza know here. We'll do it on Instagram. Figure it out live there, but yeah, bummer. But I see Robert. He's saying, "I still have all my gear, bro. I'm taking it, bro." Yeah, no, you're more than welcome to have the logo and everything, man. I was kind of bummed. Rated 101, Raul, and I don't, blame him at all. When the Facebook disabled everything, I mean, everything was just shut down. But yeah, he quit selling the NorCal MMA shirts. I was like, man, I still like them, But yeah, all good. But it's fun to see you guys post about your wins, or know you guys are stoked for some upcoming show. But yeah, in terms of digging deep, man, I can't do it. I had it, like I said, I don't know if you were in here earlier, but it was funny. I don't know how Facebook works in terms of like connecting people, but I mean, even just during the show, I've gotten friend requests, and I mean, I don't know how many I've gotten in it feels like such a short amount of time. I mean, 81, which is, I don't know, that seems like a lot of people to me. And I mean, people I actually had connections with, or thanked me for whatever, or yeah, more than just any one thing. But one guy, I was like, all right, well, some people, it was like, maybe might not remember them completely. Dude, there were a lot of people. And I mean, sometimes I would go to a show and people would come up to me and they would just go, man, what's up? And, they knew who I was and I didn't know who they were. And they just had watched a podcast or something. That happened quite a bit towards the end. And it was always cool and always fun. And I thought it was always really neat. But it was because of Facebook, I think, and just the numbers. But I don't know how they connect people. But one guy, he requests me, and I kind of, all right, man, you're a fighter, obviously, in the region. And, I don't know. I don't remember you being an asshole to me. So, all right, here you go. And he ends up messaging. He's like, who are you? And it's like, oh, I'm nobody, man. What's up? And so that's what I mean. I don't know how Facebook really connects people, but I know I've gotten tons of requests and stuff from people who I really thought were either fantastic or are fantastic fighters, people I just had more connection with than just hey. So yeah, so anyways, I wanted to try this out. I love the idea of live podcasts. Sorry. Yeah, I love the idea of live podcasts, and that's what I wanted to do with Maritza. But you know what? We're gonna go on to Instagram. We'll just do it live from Instagram, and that's too bad that they don't have that feature anymore. That's a bummer to find out about. But guys, like you saw Robert in there. He's still stoked on the NorCal stuff, and I always appreciate all the love I still get from my attempts to hype up the region. I'm very NorCal proud. I'm from here, and I thought it was a neat gig, but yeah, not for me in the end. But I do love the connection, obviously, with fighting, and I watch all as much as I can, and then now that I have some social media accounts, actually, I can, quickly skim through and see some funny memes or, weird videos out there. I still will post some stuff MMA-ish, on this social media, but I'm not going to interact the same, man. It was I turned it into work for myself for some reason, and I just wasn't having the same amount of fun. But yeah, I've had fun, messing around with the education happening stuff, and it'll be fun to, like I said, connect with old sponsors of the NorCal MMA stuff, connect with athletes, sponsor them. I don't know, just do shit like that. I think it's cool. It's fun. And we'll just see where this stuff goes. But I think it's a blast to examine the world of education and examine it from a place of positive. And hey, here's some great resources. That's what I try to do in the Parent Teacher Conference podcast. Present some ideas or possibilities, or I just don't want to get to that resource idea where I'm pulling out a million materials to show yet. Hey, if we get there, that's an idea. Introducing you to teachers, I thought, is an idea. Just when I talk to Maritza in a little while, when I talk to fighters, because I see someone in the stream. I don't know if you've been in here. Again, if you could send me a request to go live, you don't have to go live with me, but I just want to see if it works. That's what I really, really want to do in this live stream. As like a halfway podcast, I guess. So, when I, sponsor fighters, talking about the MMA stuff, it seeps into what I'm doing. But yeah, definitely it's different. But yeah, I love following the teaching stuff and seeing what's going on. And again, positive things, some, but some of these like wacky, crazy ass stories that every day across the nation, craziness in the schools. All right, you guys, I'm gonna log out. I'm gonna go. Thank you for checking this episode out. Probably a topic I'll come back to talking about straight lines or line orders. Maybe I'll call it line orders, so that way it's different. Maybe the same idea, so it's a little more structured and coherently put together as one solid piece rather than a mishmash and flung together. But I just really wanted to test this out. Man, I like the live feature on Facebook, but if it's not working this way, then if I do solo podcasts, I'll do them like this. You know, I like this idea. You get cool people that hop in the comments more so, but yeah, in terms of like bringing someone in, there's ways I can do it not live, so it'd be pre-recorded. I feel like the conversation's better when it's live, because then it's live and people can jump in, and I don't know, it feels more like real than the pre-recorded stuff. I just feel like you have to like, oh, not mess up, or just, I don't know. I don't like the pre-recorded stuff as much. All right, you guys. Thank you, Bubba and Robert, for trying. Thank you, anyone else, if you did hop in the stream and give the try to join in and request a live feature with me. But yeah, it looks like it's not going to work. Too bad. So sad, I guess. Maybe what'll happen if you do watch here on Facebook, again, in like about an hour, I'm going to be joining Maritza and talking about her pro debut. She's going to slap the Education Happenings logo on one of something of her apparel. I'm more than happy to sponsor her and other fighters, and hopefully just share these crazy ass stories that, you know, when you're looking at the news and everything's terrible, and how, I don't know how much you dig in, you know, I mean, these stories could just slip by. Some of them come from local outlets that you just, you know, if you're not looking on the internet specifically maybe for a topic like that, why would you see it? So just crazy ass stories. I think they're every day. Every day I just go, well, how did that happen? But it does, I guess. And so I love doing these live things. Again, if I'm on my own, probably streaming it live through Facebook, and then I'll still create like some sort of a graphic. In a way, I'm pre-recording, because I'm gonna like create it with a graphic and blah blah blah. And try to make it, again, I thought that was kind of fun stuff to mess with. I haven't dug deep into it yet. Just, you know, I've kind of been slowly messing with things, and you know, jumping off of the podcast slowly, and just anyways, not worried about a building of something big. See what happened, the NorCal stuff just got so big, and you just were always building and building. It was a lot. So anyways, that was what I want to really do today, you guys. Thank you for tuning in. I'm going to put the video onto YouTube. If you guys want to give a subscription over to the Education Happenings YouTube channel, I put the audio onto Podbean. So when I do pre-record them, you can catch them there. And then I put the links together on the site. So everything is right there if you want to check it out. And I love when you guys join in and participate. So I like the live stream for if people want to engage and join in. But then, you know, especially when I'm on my own, I'll just do the pre-recording and you know, again, have the graphics and stuff. And you know, we'll do MMA shows. I'll have on some of my MMA media friends, but we'll have on fighters and stuff for sure. Because you know, the MMA stuff's gonna seep in, but overall, you know, the world of teaching and stuff, you know, is what you'll find here. Thank you guys again for giving it a try, and you know, trying to join me live in the stream, or send a request, and I don't know, see if that was a possibility. It looks like it's not. I just found out. The more you know. And again, if you want, check out the podcast later, again, about an hour. I'm going to be chatting with Maritza Sanchez, and she's going to go fuck some chick up at Combate Americas, and I'm excited to talk to her. You know what? I'll just take one more stab, because I see Jesse Sanchez right there in the live stream. Frank, what's up? hey, if you by chance are on your phone and, you know, click the video, I just wanted to find out today if there's a way to like send in a request to go live with me. You don't have to go live with me, but I just want to see if that was a possibility. It looks like it's not. Oh, sorry, I'm clicking your profile. Yeah, so I was asking. I don't know if you're saying, "What's up, my boy? What's up, man? I hope you're doing well." So I just wanted to see if there's a way, because I used to get you guys to like send a request to go live with me, and we could go live right through Facebook. It seems like that's not a possibility anymore. But I just wanted to see if you're on your phone. It used to be, you click on the video, you make the video live in your screen, and then there's some way to like send a request to be invited. Man, you guys are awesome. I appreciate it. He says I tried, but I didn't see it. Damn. So all good. Man, I'll talk to Maritza live. I just want to do them live. I like them live. I'll talk to Maritza live. Maybe I'll figure out the YouTube thing live, and I can do the YouTube live. Not today. I don't want to figure that out today. But I know my guys over at Keyboard Warriors. If you guys don't know their podcast, go check them out. I love Eddie Law, Fred Kirby. They're so funny, super knowledgeable of the sport, but love those guys. So I know they still do their live show. I'm going to find out how Eddie's doing that. And then maybe I'll just make my shows, if they're live, like with fighters, like for instance, Maritza today. We'll just do them live over on YouTube, and then hopefully you guys are awesome enough to head over there and join. But again, I'll do Maritza live on the Instagram page, because you can still send requests there. And so we'll chat it up in about an hour, talk about her pro debut. And again, thank you. Thank you, Frank. Thank you, Robert. Thank you, Bubba, for giving that a try. You guys are so awesome, and I don't know. This just super fun for me to have a podcast. I love having podcasts. I just MMA stuff always fun to talk about. I just don't want it to be MMA centered, and then I just writing about MMA. I'm not overly passionate about, and then the whole thing with covering the scene. If you can't cover the whole scene, you're not covering the scene. So I am more than happy to sponsor the fighters. I'm more than happy to get Maritza first, and then we'll see what's up in the future with people. But man, I just wanted to try to get the word out on teaching, and it's a world that we all grew up in. Obviously we all went to school, dealt with teachers. We had, at least close to 15 of them, if you went to preschool all the way through. So that's quite a few people to, have in your life for, 9-10 months out of the year. So anyways, it's a weird world already. And then you mix in these people who are with you all day. I don't know, fascinating stuff each day I'm bringing you, hopefully. And I see Frank saying, have a good one, bro. I need to get on one of your podcasts. More than happy, man. We can do it. Like I said, I'm going to figure out a way live on YouTube, and then that's just how I'll do live shows. I just like them live, man, especially with the MMA stuff, and especially with fighters, and your guys' fans and followers and family hop in. It's fun, man, and then it makes it a fun chat. So, man, thank you, dude. Since also losing my Facebook, I hope the fight game's fun. I saw you post something about going to 185. I don't know how you'll make 185. I know you can, but you're a big boy, so I don't know how you're gonna make middleweight. But anyways, man, it's just, again, it's fun to have the Facebook again, and see everyone talking about upcoming stuff, past stuff, things that are coming up, possibilities. I like seeing the local guys on the way up. And anyways, so tune in to the Instagram page. In about an hour, I'll be talking with Maritza. And then, yeah, I think from here on out, I'll figure out a way here to go live on YouTube. And then, because they changed how you do it. I used to be using Google Hangouts. And then I heard a couple podcasts talking about they don't let that happen anymore. So I know a couple guys doing live shows on YouTube. So I'll figure out how they're doing it. And yeah, well, maybe we get Maritza on again as a, for the live YouTube rollout. I don't know, but I have so many fighters to pick from. And then anyways, probably cool stuff going forward, especially with like making all these connections again, on the old Facebook social media. And then thank you guys for tuning in, and I hope to see you soon over on the Instagram page with Maritza, and hopefully see you during the next episode of Education Happenings. And again, I'm Dave Madden, and I will talk to you soon. All right, thanks guys. Later.